Why the first flight of the A350 is a milestone for Airbus? What are the challenges for this new family of aircraft?
First of all, it's most likely not only the most important milestone, it's without any doubt in the development of an aircraft the most emotional milestone. So, somebody asked me last week, how would you describe this moment in time? And I said it's tears and goosebumps. And on the other side, it's pride, joy, and happiness. Why is it so important for the development as such? It's the first aircraft built, and we have done lots of mathematical simulations, but we first know how the aircraft behaves if we have it in the air. I talked to our chief pilot on the first flight last week, some 3 weeks ago, and he said, Günter, do you know what? I think I know the aircraft. Give me the real aircraft to prove if I have understood the aircraft. That's why it is so important for us.
Your competitor Boeing turned the page on the battery issue. For the A350, Airbus chose a more conservative approach. Did this problem teach something to aircraft manufacturers about the pace of technological innovation and the innovation of manufacturing process?
I think first of all it's important to mention that we have not changed the technology from lithium ion to cadmium nickel because we did not believe in the robustness of our lithium ion concept and the technology as such. But we were not sure, since we had to take a decision at a point of time where the investigation on the Boeing issue was not completed, what we might see and face at the end by the certification authorities. So therefore, we said we don't take any risk. We can take a decision in good time without risking the program timing on our side by swapping the technology, but keeping at the same point of time the option to introduce at any later point of time our lithium ion concept, which we still consider a safe one. So therefore, coming back to the question, what have we learned? What we have learned is, in particular on the innovations, follow your innovation technology confirmation and approval process, and only the ones which have successfully passed what we call industrial readiness or conceptual readiness should be on the concept definition of a new aircraft. We think we follow the process, and that's the reason why we believe that our lithium-ion technology would have been pretty robust.
The A400M is finally in its delivery phase after some delay. How do you see the future of this program?
I think the future of the A400M, since it is a great aircraft, I think you have seen the aircraft flying. We have certainly realized that this is a very special aircraft, which is not just ready to fly, it's an aircraft which is ready for its mission. So therefore, this aircraft is going to have a great future for its current customers, so the nations who have ordered the aircraft for this particular mission, so to serve as a military aircraft, but we also do see a great future for this aircraft for different purposes.
In this air show, Airbus registered new orders for the A380. Are you confident that in the next years the A380 sales will attain new records?
I think first of all we need to restate that the A380 is a success story on its own. The fact that we haven't collected that many orders in the year 2012 should not be translated into, oh, the future of the A380 is not secured. The confidence of Doric as the third largest leasing company as far as portfolio is concerned, I think is a very strong message, because they take it on their portfolio, because they believe that this is the aircraft which should find its way as the flagship aircraft, not only with the large customers, who also could have signed a contract directly with Airbus. Also for the smaller airlines who have destinations and routes where the A380 is the transport and most eco-efficient transport and most profitable transport solution, even without ordering a large-scale number of the A380. If we take the future of the A380 and we just take a couple of references. First reference, we expect a significant number of additional mega cities coming up over the next 10-15 years. We expect more restrictions as far as air traffic control is concerned. We do believe that you can actually put a larger aircraft easier in place than building a new runway. So therefore, I think the A380 has a great perspective. And since A380 has never been built to be the short-term solution, has always been considered as a strategic transport solution for the future growth of air traffic, I think A380 is the right answer to a quite challenging task.
One last question. You are already manufacturing in China. You open a factory in the United States. Will this process of decentralization continue?
I think with the decision to go to China and with the decision to go to the US with Mobile, we have addressed the largest and the second largest air traffic markets in the world, where we even expect that America and China might change on the first, on the second place. The decision to go to China has been proven a success because we have gained in a very short period of time more than 50% of the market share. And the decision to go to the US is certainly going to pay back as well, because we expect to be considered a local player. And as a local player, we have access to a market which is pretty attractive and huge. So therefore, since there are not that many other markets which show the same characteristics, I would say for the time being, this is a core element of our globalization strategy.